plane. Something else you're going to hear right now. Listen closely. After the plane. You hear that? You hear a bird, right? I'm looking. I hear what sounds to be a bird. And that looks kind of like a bird right there, but what I hear is, you blister, 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 blister. Just like I told you guys when my mother got out of chemo when I was first going through the overt targeting. My mother was going in chemo. My mom's sitting outside of her house, and I walk up on her and saying the sound of a bird went, "You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy." My mom said, "Tell me that bird isn't saying that." I said, "It's exactly what the bird's saying, Mom. It's exactly what it's saying. Just like this bird right here. You know what it's saying? You blister, 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 blister." No. Not a joke. I'm not joking. You're crazy, man. Just like the other birds. When my targeting first started, just to harass me, just to mess with me. He'd go, method, 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 method. Birds. Show us the noisemaker. You don't have the intelligence to understand, and I don't have the crayons to explain, so you wouldn't get it. It isn't the part about a noise maker. That's what you don't understand. There are people in the world that say that birds are not real, that birds are robots, and they sit on power lines, and they're charging on the power lines. I don't believe that, but I know what voice of God weapons are. Voice to skull, just like was in the Havana syndrome for all you people that aren't in the know. Havana syndrome, which I was telling people about Havana syndrome before they even named it, because it's named V2K, Voice of God Weapons. The most notable case of it was it used in the first Gulf War invasion, where we went to another country and started bombing the crap out of them, because we can't mind our business as the American military. Can't mind our own business. The American military can't mind their own business. But isn't it weird? As soon as I talk about that and you say, "Show me the noisemaker's not making any more noise." Is that odd? Yeah, because birds fly away. Birds fly away all the time. So you can't prove it. You can't prove it. I've proven more than I ever should have to even attempt to try. Been a busy day. If you guys watched my video earlier, it's like everywhere I go, I'm running into somebody else that needs to hear about God. I mean, I've known this all along. I mean, here I'm waiting to the very end. But yeah, you guys need Jesus. You guys don't want to believe in that. The Bible says principalities and powers in high places, the unseen realm. So all the people say, "Show me the noisemaker." Ever get rid of the floats? Nope, they're still here. Floats are still the big ones. I'm thinking about using them though. I got a different project I'm going to use them on, but the black floats, I've got somebody wanting to buy them. I hope. I told them I'd sell them all 13 of them for $600, and that's dirt cheap because those things are like $275 right now. If you can find somebody that sells them anymore, because they're a petroleum product, so they're outrageous now. Let's see here. I really need a dang socket for that, because this little bitty wrench ain't working anymore. I have been busy today. I got the other Craftsman running. I'll show you. I got that one running. I paid $80. I paid way too much for Craftsman lawnmower. I got that one running. I got this one running, but the gas is not wanting to come out of the tank for some reason. Let's see. What's up, Vito? The gas is not wanting to come out of the tank. So I've got to figure that out. I'm blown in it. It gets up to the filter now, but I think maybe, I can't remember because brain damage. I can't remember if the fuel line had a leak in it, therefore it's losing prime. But this Craftsman I'm working on now, it's a hoss. It's got the big 18 horsepower Kohler Magnum opposing cylinder, which is a tank of a mower. We took the starter off last week and cleaned it and did a soft build on it. Was it this line that's leaking? I don't know. I hate getting gas in my mouth. Ooh, I hate getting gas in my mouth. Woo. Nasty stuff. I don't know if it's leaking or not. DJ, you unload Deere. Did I unload the John Deere? Yeah, the John Deere's gone. The $500 John Deere's gone. I still got that one. I fiberglassed hood, got it put back together. I still need to drill out the bumper and the hood to put bolts on it so it could hinge on that since one of the bolts broke. But, you know, it is what it is. Let me see. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to try to plug it up and get it, see if it's going to suck. Let me see if I can get this thing. I don't know how I'm going to run this thing. See if I can crank it up. Get it running. I guess the fuel pump is working. Fuel pump must be bad on it. Fuel pumps usually just don't go bad, so that's what doesn't make sense to me. But it ain't getting fuel. Well, something's getting up in there, but I don't know. Maybe the line itself is swollen shut, which happens on this old stuff. I might try to disconnect that one right there. Lawnmowers ain't that much to these things. I used to do a lot more. Back when I had my business, I had to learn how to work on stuff. Of course, I've been working on stuff my whole life, but that's what I love it when the trolls start bumping their gums about how they're so smart, yet they can't even put air in a dang tire. Funny. But I hope I got a guy praying the other day. You gotta go through a lot of pumps. No, you don't. There are not a lot of pumps on a lawnmower. There ain't but one little fuel pump. Oh, that fuel line. Oh, I just ripped it to shreds. Yep, that thing's junk. It is swollen shut. That's the reason it's not working. Yep, it's shredded. It's shredded. But I prayed for the Lord to give me a hand on. I need money. Because my pocketbook's getting low because I got a lot of expenses this week. We're coming up with these court dates from these corrupt speeding tickets and crap. I gotta go through a lot of fuel pumps. No, you don't go through a lot of fuel pumps. Fuel pumps don't go bad fuel pumps really don't go bad on small engines. You'll have more problems with. Doggone, I lose my. Lost my dang little clamp. Dark on it. No, fuel pumps really don't go bad on lawnmowers that often. Usually the carburetor, it's got trash in the needle and seat, so you got that problem. But normally this is the fuel pump. But yeah, I had a guy hit me up last night on my boat. On your trucks always need fuel pump. Well, yeah, on those, yeah. And it ain't me going through them. It's called gang stalking. It's easy to short out a pump. Listen, all you got to do, and I've proven it many, many times, that my trucks, my vehicles get hit with directed energy pulses, boom, and it just fries them out. It's happened too many times for it to be a coinkadink. Those coincidences don't really happen like people want to say they do. What happened to the houseboat you were building? Well, I told you guys that when you're a targeted individual, they will actually make laws to stop you from doing what you want to do. I already had to go ahead from wildlife. I had to go away from officials, city officials. I had to go away go ahead from wildlife. They all said, as long as you don't have a motor, you don't have to have a tag or registration, and you can live on any waterway in the state of North Carolina on a houseboat. So then what they did is they created a law. Right after that, no, airplane just went over, thank you very much. Film did as soon as the live stream started, the airplane was over. And it's still coming. It's coming back around right now. But as soon as I do that and I get ready to build my houseboat, then they say, oh no, Now we classify, if you want to live on the water, it's considered a floating cabin. And with a floating cabin, you have to build it to the same specs and stricter specs than you do a house. So now they're called, instead of houseboats, now they're called floating cabins. And to have a floating cabin on the water, guess what? You need a 30-year lease now. Isn't that weird how that happened? As soon as I wanted to put a house on the water, as soon as I get everything arranged, I get all the stuff to do it with, a year into it, after I've accumulated, I mean, this is a 3-year project, I had everything, literally everything to build it. As soon as I get everything accumulated and I'm ready to build it, then they say, oh, we've changed the laws. We've now made a new law where you have to have a 30-year lease. And you have to have an approved lake to put your house, your floating cabin on. An approved lake to put a floating cabin on. So, no more houseboat idea. But that's okay. I'm still moving forward. I got other plans in the works. You guys ever have... where this is too tight, nothing in water regulations about lease. There is now on floating cabins there on North Carolina. Sorry, you're wrong. You can. There's a channel on YouTube where the girl and husband, he runs a marina and they live on the water. They live up on Lake Fontana Dam, where the movie The Fugitive was filmed, Harrison Ford movie, and they had to get a 30-year lease as well. So yes, they've changed the regulations in North Carolina. So you ain't blame me. Anytime you need to flare out the hose because it's too tight, get your pair of needle nose pliers, put inside of it, and then just open them up. If you need to, you can take... My friends were dumb. They're not my friends. See ya. So anytime you got a hose that won't fit, get a pair of needle nose pliers and expand them, open them up. Or you can take a cigarette lighter and open it up, get it softened it up a little bit. But that'll get your hoses on there where you need to get them. My friends are not dumb. You guys have seen enough of my life to know as soon as I want to do something, they'll actually create a law to slow me down and stop me. Which really sucks, because I really had the plan. Great plan. Probably in another state it will work, but like I said, they don't want us doing anything. They don't want us living on the water. They want us to follow their orders. They don't want us to have a sidetrack. Any way they can slow us down and make us spend more money and be slaves, that's what they're going to do. While all the illegals around us prosper and have a good life, we're stuck suffering. Man, that sucks. I don't know where that little hose clamp went, but I'll stick this one on it. But the illegals around us are sure doing good. They bought up everything now. They've got it made. Well, that one don't fit that hose. Now we'll do this. Put it through here. It's got the grommet on it so it doesn't rub a hole in the line. And I bought, this morning, I went and bought another camper. I mean, it was cheap enough, so I had to get it. Yeah, I bought another camper. It's not as luxurious as some of the ones I've had before. Oh man, I did that backwards. But, so, now I gotta talk to some people and move my camper somewhere. I'm gonna get my buddy to hold it for me, hopefully either today or tomorrow. Because my Bronco, I don't trust it now since they've started hitting it again. They know I hate it when they mess up any of my vehicles, but especially my Bronco, because that's my baby. I've had that thing a long time. How many people are in here? 1, 2. Disappointing to say the least, but I've got a lot to do. I have been hard at it today. Hard at it. But I've been worshiping, been praising God and witnessing for Him. There, that one got started. It's a beautiful day, but they're starting to stripe the skies up. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and tell you guys about that stupid bird saying, blister, blister, blister. Because birds talk to me. I don't know about you. Birds talk to me. I find it very disheartening about that. And I kind of knew about that congressman when his helper didn't want to. Well, you could get help from your congressman. Well, my congressman is Patrick McHenry, and he's nothing but a rhino, kiss ass. Forgive me, Lord. Our congressmen don't work for us. As soon as they get up there, they blackmail them, and they're forced to do what they're forced to do. They don't work for us. They're up there for their own good. They could care less about the common men and women of this country. Let's see here, and I'll get this put back together again. Okay, I hope I didn't cut that too short. No, of course not. This filter ain't the best in the world either. But I think I got a guy wanting to buy the Crafts, but this right here, I actually want to keep it. It's a really good mower. It's a big, heavy duty. Anybody else in here? If not, then I'm going to say bye. Let's see if I can get this one cranked up. I need to put these other bolts in it. And there's a lot of guys with building materials online, little things I want. I might see if I can start trading some of these chainsaws. I've got too many chainsaws now. I've got the big 034, and I've got my standard 017. The 17 is a good ground saw. It's not really that big. I've actually abused that poor saw, but I've got another Stihl, and I've got the very first chainsaw I ever bought, which is a Husqvarna. They're good saws. They're just a little finicky when it comes to cranking. They're not the easiest to crank. A Stihl is pretty much just indestructible. That's why I like a Stihl. Anybody else in here got questions? Where's Mossy Man at? Has he been fine lately? I think he said something about coming to North Carolina. I'm terrified for Monday, guys. I'm terrified about this. This world is evil, and I would love to. I'm terrified of God. I do not want to go to hell. I don't want to see my children burn in hell. I don't want anything bad to come to anybody that I love. I just can't get anybody to wake up. No one will listen. And that's really scary. Nobody wants to listen to what's happening. Because America's crumbling quickly. Quickly is crumbling. How many people's in here? Any? Ain't nobody in here. Ain't nobody answering. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get off here. Because I got to get busy. I ain't got time to play around on the interwebs. I just wanted to let you guys hear that lovely bird talking. And see what your opinion was of it. Right? See ya. Bye.